Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol APDN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes, in this situation, mapping out a very logical question quite straightforward. And that question revolves around the fact that today was a very nice move. Now, sure, it pulled back here a little bit, but even where the price closed here relative to where it was right there at that point in time, I think we can all agree that from there up to there, good solid move on the bull's part. But that does lead to the logical question, but is there any sort of true power behind this price movement? Is there any sort of genuine strength, or is this just a knee-jerk reaction? I have no idea, but like I said, by using charts, we can make answering this question very straightforward. And in my mind, it all revolves around a single point. And to better illustrate this, let me scrunch up the chart here a little bit to give a little bit more perspective. So there we go. And this point revolves around this area down here at, what is that, $1.20. Why is $1.20 so important? Well, if you go through the history of the chart, you can see that many times, and I'm not going to count, but you can see just several times the price tried to get up through it, and couldn't quite do it. So it was a level of resistance. But right there, this level of resistance today was broken. And a foundational principle in charting states when levels of resistance are broken, you want to see them act as support. But more so than that, let's just use some logic that I think we can all agree with. And that logic states that price movements that are truly powerful, that do have genuine strength, well, the price is going to progress forward. The price is not going to go back to where it was. I'm assuming you're saying, hey, thanks, Captain Obvious. Of course, a price movement with true power is not going to go back to where it was. So think about $1.20. Any sort of closes below there, or worse yet, if the price separates to the downside, what would that happen if the price were to separate to the downside? Well, that would literally be putting the price right back inside of this channel where it already was. Again, going back, not a sign of true strength. Or as let's say the price pulls back here, not saying it will, but let's just say the price pulls back here like this, bounces around, and then heads back up. So after even a pretty drastic pullback like that, what would that give you? Well, you'd still have a set of lows here. You'd have a set of lows down there. You'd have that set down there. If you picture each one of these as stair steps, well, you still have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And again, that's the name of the game. That's what you want to see. Price movements drifting forward. And that's what 120 would represent within the grand scheme of things. Now, I realize if you're a day trader and you bought up there, you couldn't care less about $1.20. But from big picture perspective, $1.20 is the name of the game. As far as levels of resistance are concerned, not going to talk about any of those because, in my opinion, breaking levels of resistance, not really a huge priority at this point in time. It's all about just building those higher bases, because as long as you have higher bases over time, then the long-term chart will take care of itself. So $1.20, key level going forward. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.